Hello, check, test, bam. Any bammers in the chat? Do we have any bammers in the chat? Bam, 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 bam. Hopefully stream can hear me. If stream can hear me, can you type a bam or the word banana? Or just buttons, any buttons? Buttons, buttons, buttons. I am proud to say I am currently in a Discord call with like 35 racers ready to press play and play 1.0 week. Mega Marino League Season 1 Week 2. 1.0 week. I will explain some stuff to you once the race starts. So in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, the race will start. I will give a countdown to the homies in Discord. And then we're going to watch our 4 featured streamers. Our 4 featured streamers today is Rager from America, Fish from the Netherlands, Kumba from Canada, and Brickman from Russia, from Mother Russia. So we yet again have an international country versus country versus country versus country race. And in about 1 month from now will be Mega Man Maker's 8-year anniversary. And what better way to celebrate 8 years than to go all the way back to 2017 and play really old school levels. So this is 1.0 week. So before the race does start, I want you guys to know everything you see in these levels is in 1.0. You can't use multi-bosses. You can't use anything. It's 1.0. Okay, so what you see is what you get. The creators were limited on what items and assets and enemies and bosses. One thing I will tell the stream chat watching right now is this week for 1.0 week, we actually have 12 levels that everyone will be racing. The reason why we have 12 levels this week is in 1.0 we only had 12 bosses. So the idea of this pack is that every 1.0 boss will be represented exactly once. So, Rager, I'm assuming I see your Pogarinos in the chat. I'm going to assume, yes, thank you. Get the hell out of here, sir. Also, good luck. So yeah, the idea for 1.0 week, guys, all 12 bosses in 1.0 will be in this level pack. There will be one Cut Man, one Napalm Man, one Bomb Man, one Night Man, etc. So each boss, every boss, will get some love. So that is why there's 12 levels this week instead of 10 or 11. The racers are informed. They have the level packs. They're ready to go. We're going to count down in less than 2 minutes. And then once we do countdown, it's probably going to take about 52 seconds for me to make sure the audio is nice and crispy. So please bear with me, guys. This is my first time doing this all by myself in terms of setting up and hosting and setting up audio and making sure production is pretty watchable. So once I do switch scenes to the main race, bear with me as I set up the audio, which I'm actually going to do right now. Brickman, can you wiggle your wiggler for me, please? Let me refresh the scenes. All right, in just a few moments, guys, I'll be giving the countdown. Brickman, if you can wiggle your wiggler for me, please. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hold on, I gotta make sure stream is crispy. All right, give me a second here. There we go. All right, stop wiggling your wiggler. All right. The music will start once these guys enter the level, so just trust. All right, guys, I am going to count down. Before I do, want to thank every single person in this community, whether you're a creator or a racer or a playtester or a viewer or a schmagusha. It is time. Mega Marino League Week 2, 1.0 week. 12 levels, every boss getting represented once. We're going 8 years back to the past. The OG click and drag cut tile Little Timmy Century. Week 2, 1.0 week starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck and have fun. Die in my level. All right, baby. Oh my God, it's starting. Guys, week 1. Let me make sure the audio is good. Sorry, we're getting there. All right. Week 1, I can't even talk about it. Long story short, my level might have some clicking and dragging to set the pace for the week. I'm going to turn it up to make sure everyone can hear nice and loud. So the first level, guys, is called my second league level. It is created by myself. The idea is to use Shine and Spring tech and climb all the way to the top. And then, of course, kill Stone Man, who will be the first boss. Let me just check the stream and make sure audio is okay. But we did have to start the league with some clicking and dragging to set some false expectations. All right, let me turn the desktop audio up a little more. We do have Brickman's audio on, and we can switch it as the race progresses. So this is level 1. It is called my second league level. It has a typo. I use magnet and snake tiles because it looks cute, and shine and spring spam. And we see Kumba is already on the boss. We have Stone Man, the one and only. And he's going to die to 7 shine shots. So you got to get right up in there, hit him 7 times. You never die to Stone Man, as Kumba is showing you. And, man, Kumba from Canada is out for blood. Brickman also right behind. Fish also right behind. Very, very good stuff. Let me try to get the audio on Kumba. All right, Kumba's doing the double audio thing, so back to Brick's audio. Kumba is on level 2, which is called Little Timmy Grew Up. And this was created by Heavy Elite. This level uses Crash Bomber, Topspin, and is just a clean trad level. We're going to see Kumba going for the checkpoint, which is optional. A lot of the checkpoints in this week are optional. You kind of have to go out of your way to quote-unquote lose some time. So you can get that guaranteed checkpoint. So these guys are moving right along. Rager from America, representing America, all the way at the boss. He's going to wait for Stone Man to kill him. But yeah, this level's called Little Timmy Grew Up, created by Heavy Elite from Germany. This level's really solid. Again, guys, this is a traditional style level. Traditional style levels for the most part. So you're going to see a lot of jumping and shooting and some really strong weapons. In 1.0, one of, if not the strongest weapon, is Crash Bomber. Crash Bomber actually hits 7 times for 2 damage each. And it does a lot of damage. So you're going to see this weapon quite a lot in the pack just to kind of help these racers get through the tanky enemies. Oh no! Did Rager die to Stone Man and not get the checkpoint? No! Man, he's skipping the checkpoint again. Okay, wow. Okay, we see Fish going for the checkpoint. I respect that. If you see a checkpoint on your screen, even if you have to go out of your way for it, you probably just want to get it. Better safe than sorry when you are in a blind race environment. Brick and Kumba are flying, and Fish right behind. We have some sync action between Fish and Brick. If a Fish and a Brick fight each other, who wins? Does the Brick squish the Fish, or does the Fish swallow the Brick? I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. Kumba is in level 2. He is at the boss, and of course, who do we have as the boss? It is the one and only Cutman. Cutman is the most iconic and most overused boss in 1.0. For those of you that don't know, this is 1.0 week, which means these assets are the oldest in the game. Cutman is the default Robot Master, along with Cut Tiles are the default tiles in Mega Man Maker. So when people make stuff and don't change the default, it's just going to default to certain songs or have certain tiles if you just click the first available tile or boss. So Cutman is the 1.0 mascot, and of course we have to have it. We see Kumba, who is already in the 3rd level. This level is called Retro Ridge. This level was made by Little Timmy, I think it said. We do have Search Snake, and what else do you have? You have Crash Bomber, Search Snake, and something else. I'm not sure. Was this Toxin's level or Little Timmy? I don't know. Again, very straightforward jumping and shooting. We're going to see conveyors. We're going to see Macacaros. Again, very primitive 1.0-esque stuff. So yes, again, this level is called Retro Ridge, created by Toxin, not to be confused with Little Timmy. And Kumba gets sniped for his troubles. Meanwhile, Fish is on the boss of level 2. Brickman is right behind Kumba in level 3, and Rager makes it into level 2. Cruising, baby. Love to see it. So I had to get Kumba and Brickman on the 1.0 stream. These guys have been playing Mega Man Maker for an exceptionally long time, and they are very familiar and comfortable with 1.0. So I kind of had to do a little bit of bias and demand that they're on the stream for 1.0. We also have crazy sync between Kumba and Brickman. They are literally neck and neck. Another thing I wanted to point out is they are right next to each other in terms of points. So if you were to look at the race leaderboard, Kumba and Brick are right next to each other. And over my years of watching, I've had the honor to race Brick and Kumba. These guys are so close in terms of skill level. So watching them back-to-back on stream today is going to be quite the treat, because they are killers, and they are, again, really paired next to each other in terms of experience and execution. So these guys are monsters. And talking about monsters, we also have Rager, who is no stranger to the community. He makes a lot of hard levels and has been stepping up his game and practicing and being involved with the community more than ever to enjoy these level packs. And of course, Fish on a Stick, who works with Mega Speedruns and is no stranger to gimmicks and puzzly stuff and jumping and shooting. So these guys can hold their own. Also worth noting, guys, this is, this is Darkonius Retro Ridge. I apologize. There's 12 levels in this pack, guys. I'm going to get confused, okay? Yes, Retro Ridge was, in fact, made by Darkonius. Darkonius makes amazing levels across the board, so having him make a 1.0 level is a real treat nonetheless. When you're watching 4 racers at the same time, sometimes you miss the main menus, and the fact that I still don't know some of this, okay? We made over 100 levels for the league, and it starts to bleed together. So Kumba makes it to the boss door. There is a Joe right at the edge there who can be quite a pest. We see Kumba having no problem with it, and he gets into the boss, which is Bomb Man. First and only time being represented on stream here today. Brickman right behind. We see Fish right behind, and Rager is about to wrap up with no Cursorinos, level 2 with Cutman. The reason why Marino doesn't have a co-host is because of joining Discord while giving countdowns to everybody and having to deal with all the audio. Audio is the hardest part of the league and setting up from a streaming standpoint. But yes, at some point I will try to get some more co-hosts on stream to kind of mix-match the commentary. Rager starts level 3 Retro Ridge, again made by Darkonius. We see Kumba in level 4. This is Dr. Rockyfella. And this is the first time, guys, we have C-Kick. Charge Kick is one of the most popular, one of the best 1.0 weapons, along with Topspin and Firestorm. These weapons are used a lot in 1.0 because they're very strong. And this is the first time you're going to see it in the level pack today. So nice to see Brick and Kumba using their C-Kick to go fast. This is a speedrun after all. Kumba takes an unfortunate death. It's going to allow Brickman to catch up to him a little bit. Meanwhile, Rager and Fish are cruising in Retro Ridge, level 3. Enjoy some classic 1.0 music as well. Yeah, so we can talk about the Little Timmy meme. In 1.0, there's a lot of lesser levels. So when this game first came out on July 15th, 2017, there was a lot of hype for it, and thousands of levels were made on day 1 and day 2. And a lot of people who aren't a total Mega Man nerd just wanted to make a level and have it in the game as their contribution to the community. So there's a lot of people who carelessly and half-assly just load up the editor, click and drag some stuff, and they upload it. In this community, we call those Little Timmy levels, which are very inexperienced, very careless, and sloppy. The lack of professionalism, just some real shitter levels are called Little Timmy. So there's a lot of Little Timmy levels in 1.0 because, again, people don't know what they're doing or didn't know how to make levels on day 1 and day 2. They just kind of threw some stuff together and pressed upload. And you can almost instantly tell when you get a quote-unquote Little Timmy level. So we did reach out to Little Timmy today. He does live in America. Shouts to Little Timmy for making this level for us. I will keep his true alias hidden. Meanwhile, Brick takes an unfortunate death. Kumba is about to wrap up level 4 as he enters the boss room. We have Napalm Man. So yeah, 1.0 has to have click and drag. It has to have Cutman. It has to have Little Timmy. It has to have footholder spam. There are some common consistencies that you need to really embody the 1.0 experience. Kumba made that look so easy. Very nice job. Kumba moves on to Pharaoh Forest, which has 2 typos. This is created by Toxin. Typos are very relevant and popular in 1.0. Little Timmys don't know how to spell. One of the biggest misspellings in Mega Man Maker is the word Pharaoh. No one knows how to spell Pharaoh. So we took it upon ourselves, and Toxin used his creative genius to call this level Pharaoh Forest, where Pharaoh is spelled wrong and Forest is spelled wrong. And again, it really embodies the 1.0 experience. Something you'll notice in these levels, some of them are text edited to give you better visuals. So if you look on Kumba's screen, this level just looks good. You're not going to see... Okay, wait a second. As soon as I said that, there's a footholder spam screen. Some of these screens are a little spammy, but again, you have to embody the 1.0 experience. So you're going to have enemy spam, you're going to have footholder spam, but it is accompanied with some really clean text editing, which just gives the player some eye candy to work with. Count bombs and springs and flash stopper, all of these are very primitive and, again, a staple to 1.0. So you really have to get levels with count bombs, footholder spam, enemy spam, just to get the overall embodiment of 1.0. We also see NATO on Kumba's screen, which is a very strong weapon, which is actually from Kirby. It is Meta Knight's weapon. Oh, Kumba reset because he thought he died. Interesting. He thought he fell off the spring, so he reset there, which is giving Brickman a chance to catch up. Speaking of catching up, Rager is in level 4 along with Fish, and I was going to say, I don't see them using C-Kick, but now they're both using C-Kick. You love to see it. These guys are moving right along. I will say, 1.0 is really fun. It could be a little messy at times, and of course it's full of memes and congestion and enemy spam and awkward level design. But here at the Mega Marina League, our creators are so good that they can take quote-unquote dog poo and turn it into gold. So even though they are limited on assets, their creativity is really being forced. 1.0 only had so much stuff that they can build and use, and these creators did an exceptional job of, again, embodying the 1.0 experience, but keeping the levels really nice looking, really clean looking, and no two levels will look alike for the entire pack. Man, these guys are so close. Kumba wrapping up level 5. Brickman finds the weakness. I don't want to... Debosha, he's... Brosha, no. My God, that was so close. Brick with 2 HP. Couple frames left. Very, very impressive. Kumba moves on to level 6. This level is called Lightning Labyrinth. This is created by Mr. Sky Pilot Samurai. This level is one of the sexiest 1.0 levels I've ever seen. So again, these guys are limited with their tiles and their enemies. Sky really found a nice combo of Pharaoh Man tiles, Toad Man tiles, and Dust Man tiles to make an exceptionally well-looking level. So all memes aside, this level is stunning, especially for 1.0. So shoutouts to Sky for actually making a nice-looking 1.0 level, which again, most of our creators did. Just really good stuff. Very impressive. Just to, again, show you that you can make good-looking stuff even when you're limited. Kumba takes an unfortunate death there. Brickman going for the D-boost on the Ben K. That's probably the hardest obstacle in the entire pack. So I love to see him get that D-boost. Meanwhile, Fish and Rager, they're neck and neck in Pharaoh Forest. Looks like Rager just started the level, and Fish is halfway through it. He's gonna kill some enemies. Fish, what are you doing? Fish! Oh no! Fish, trust. Go down, go down. All right, he saw it. Beautiful. Another thing to note, if you look at Brickman and Kumba's screen, level 6, Lightning Labyrinth, created by Sky. The level design is so good. This level has such a nice flow. Kumba nailing the Nan jump. It just feels good. The level basically holds your hand with where to go. There's nothing confusing about it. The platforming is straight and crispy. So in terms of level design, aesthetics, and flow, this level is just one of the best. So huge, again, shout outs to Sky for his admirable work. Man, these guys are cruising. Very fun level to play. Again, guys, these packs will be available to play for free, which you can download them all from the WebMecha link. So if you guys do play these casually or in your own time, try to enjoy this, because Sky worked really hard on it, along with all the creators working very hard on it. We see Kumba in the boss. We have Sparkman, first and only time you will see him today. He does have a weakness, but it is a secondary weakness, so you have to hit him with Crash Bomb 14 times before the boss dies, and we're going to see Kumba clutch this out nice and easy. Brick right behind him. Again, these guys are neck and neck. Same screen after almost 17 minutes in. You absolutely love to see it. Meanwhile, Fish is about to wrap up Pharaoh Forest, which the weakness is Tornado for primary or Windstorm for secondary. But he's just going to freeze the bombs and do a nice hit, 28 hitter. And yeah, level 7, Brick and Kumba screen. We have Laser Complex. This level was created by Dorico and had some help on it from Little Timmy and Toxin. This level uses Infinite Magnet Missile. It has tons of dust blocks. It has Cossack platforms and lasers. And when you have Infinite Magnet Missile, you feel unstoppable. So shout outs to Jimmy Chonga, who is one of our, if not our main playtester for the league. That dude loves infinite primary OP weapons. And I gotta shout him out here. So again, these racers have Infinite Magnet Missile. They will be spamming it and mashing it and going ham through this whole level while taking advantage of dust block angles. There are kind of some sneaky puzzle interactions in this level as well, as you can see on the screen. You gotta pop the blocks to escort the balls to the block, which allow you to progress. There's also some tricky Met setups. But again, Brick and Kumba are no stranger to the gimmicks and shenanigans that this game can offer. We have some sync between Brick and Kumba, but we also have some level 6 sync between Rager from US and Fish from the Netherlands. You see this Ben K kind of giving Fish a problem here. He keeps getting his Crash Bomb tink, but he does seem to get through it. Very nice. Also worth noting, guys, these levels are generously packed with checkpoints. So even if the Racers do... Oh, that D-Boost was so sick! All right. Rager just had the best D-Boost of the stream so far. That was basically perfect. Man, that was really clean. You love to see it. Kumba is on the boss. He's thinking about jumping, and he commits. So this boss is Metal Man. You can do a quick kill on top right of your screen. You can shoot the enemies with Magnet Missile, which will break up the dust blocks, and then you just manip Metal Man to go in a pit. But Kumba says, I don't have time to do that. I'm just going to do 7 hits, and we're going to see Brick do the same thing, doing the Metal Man dance nice and easy. These guys are so close to each other. It's such a treat to watch. Very good stuff. Level 8, top right of your screen. Kumba is in a level called I'm Trapped in version 1 again. This is the most 1.0 level of the entire pack. If you look at the screen of the Racers, there is tons of enemy spam and unfortunate death from Kumba, allowing Brickman to catch the lead here. There's tadpole spam like you've never seen before. With 1.0, you have to have your click and drag, you have to have your cut man, you have to have your footholder spam, and you have to have enemy spam. This level is created by Scouter Egg, and there's Tadpole Eggs, and they're spammed. Now, this level went through like 3 or 4 different nerfs and changes before we were happy with it. Of course, I'm very happy with the way that this level turned out, but that doesn't excuse it from just kind of being a sloppy enemy spam mess of a level. There's so much shooting and so many obstacles to deal with that, again, this really fulfills the 1.0 experience here. Look at the synergy between Brick and Kumba and Rager and Fish. Absolutely love it. These guys are doing so good right now. Only 20 minutes in, and they are cruising. See Rager going for a charge shot on Sparkman. Fish just now starting level 8. He's going to have infinite magnet missile for his troubles. There is charge shot in this level, so you can charge shot on Kumba and Brickman screen level 8. You can use charge shot to clear a lot of these tadpoles, but I kind of like Brick's approach. He's only shooting what he needs to when he needs to, and not creating more tadpoles. What you can do is, by accident or naturally, make these screens way more sloppy than you need to. Brickman is playing so clean right now, only shooting the stuff he needs to, not causing any extra spam. Kumba, kind of the same mindset here. Kumba is clearing out more of these tadpoles than Brick, but again, going really fast. They're right at the boss door at the same time. We have double sync action. Oh man, feels good. Nightman is the boss in level 8. He will be weak to quick boomerang. This will only be a 7-hit fight, nice and easy. So first one to get quick boomerang is going to win. We got some good RNG on Kumba's screen. Brick does close it out first. Kumba right behind. Excellent, excellent stuff. Rager fishing for that E-Tank. I hope he gets it. He's going to get it. We'll see if he drinks it. And Fish, just trying to get past, I dare say, this little Pazu. Guys, level 9. Brickman and Kumba, super sync action. Love to see it on Saturday. They're in a level called Get to the Tapa. This level, you start from a helicopter. You fall all the way down. You have only top spin. And you have to climb all the way back up to the Tapa. So this is the take on Get to the Chopper, climb to the Tapa. So they're going to use top spin, fall out of a helicopter, go all the way down to the level, and have to climb all the way up. So this level does have optional paths and a few different routes. Oh, what? Kumba, I dare say he's blind. I hate to say it, but I don't know how you do that. Interesting death from Kumba. He just kind of held left and got spiked on, but he had the right idea. Brick is flying, and these guys are doing their best to get to the top of the level. Kumba goes for the really scary shortcut and gets denied. Fish, nice and easily, no damage? Just no damage. Metal Man, no big deal. Rager, oof, he had the right idea, but his iframes, he was a little too slow. Yellow lasers do a lot of damage, so you have to respect them. Also, bottom left of your screen, the gimmick with this level is the Cossack yellow sponge blocks. If they're off screen, then lasers will spawn. So the creator really went out of their way to show off this very niche and unique interaction between lasers and Cossack blocks. So I'd say this level is exceptionally well done, and very punishing if you touch the yellow lasers. But Rager is in there. Fish is spamming all the tadpoles. There is a quick kill. Top of your screen, guys. Brickman and Kumba, they're fighting Topman on a helicopter. There is a quick kill. If you go to the footholder, which Kumba sees, is he going to... Ooh, you can chill on the footholder and let Topman just fly right off the helicopter, and you don't even have to play. You just kind of let the boss Sudoku themselves. It's really good strat. It is kind of hard to see in a blind race, so these guys are going to make the fight harder by actually trying to topspin on him. But they have it under control. No Jinxarusha. Kumba, unfortunate death there. Brick is playing super respectful. He knows he has juice. I wonder if he's going to go get it. I think he's just going to respect mode and get rewarded. Very, very nice. Brickman closes it out. Kumba right behind him. Rager and Fish still neck and neck. I absolutely love the fact that we have 4 racers on stream, and we have like 2 little 1v1 races happening side by side. So really cool stuff. Top left of your screen, Brickman just entered level 10. This level is called Floral City Hydro Plant, I think. It's created by Chips and Sasha. This has some visually stunning text editing. And as Toxin saying in chat, this is where the level pack starts to get hard. Sasha is very good at level design and very good at kicking people's ass. So this level's no exception. You have Windstorm, which allows you to do some really cheeky skips and some speedrun shortcuts. But the enemy placement and the gimmick placement in this level is masterful. You're going to see tons of gimmicks like flippers, some UFOs, and spikes everywhere, and dust blocks, and they are sprinkled with strategy, really making these rooms unique, but also ass-kickery. Brickman, really scary jump there. We see Kumba using Windstorm to go for the secret. A little speed shortcut. If these guys are comfortable with Windstorm, they're going to find little places to quote-unquote cheese sections nice and easily. One of the better mobility weapons in 1.0. So I do love to see these guys taking these little cheeky shortcuts with Windstorm. Fish on a stick goes into level 9. Got the D-boost from Rager. That was so clutch. No pause buffer either. He just felt it. He turned around at the right time and got rewarded. Very impressive from Rager. Man, these guys are doing so good. And if you guys are at home, I really hope you're enjoying these levels. Again, these are 1.0 levels. They can only use one of the 7 enemies, or one of the 12 bosses, or one of the 2 backgrounds, or one of the 6 tiles. So the creators did an exceptional job. Fish, jump. Fish, jump. You should have watched the tutorial. Nice job. Okay. These guys did a really good job. Whether they used text editing to make it pretty, or whether they used the actual 1.0 engine to make their levels, which some of our racers did. They built this level in 1.0 and then exported it to current patch. Man, I'm really proud of these levels, and the racers, or excuse me, the creator should be as well. Level 10, it's an ass kicker. We see Brick and Kumba kind of cruising. Brick is really respecting this. He's going for Windstorm skips, and he's going to get rewarded as he gets to the UFO. Ooh, good reactions from Brick. Now he has to pop these 2 dust blocks and get on the UFO. Nice and easy. Kumba right behind him. Again, this is anyone's race. We are far from over here, as we're only 27 minutes in. There are 12 levels in this pack. So from Brickman and Kumba, they do have about 2.5 levels left. Also, shout outs to the Smiler on top left of the screen. Brickman is now in the boss. Last week, guys, if you watched the first race, Decoration Week, Plantman kicked a lot of people's ass. And this level is going to be no exception. This boss fight is very tricky. Plantman takes up a lot of screen real estate when he uses his plant barrier. And of course, the flippers, little platforming gimmick, and then you have spikes on the floor with 2 tiles in between. Very scary fight. Looks way harder than it looks, but Brickman is closing this out nice and easy. He takes a firm lead in front of Kumba right now, but anything is possible. The next level is going to be really spicy. And of course, we have Coils of the Caged God from Urizen. Urizen was one of the fan favorite creators for week 1. He made the last level of the pack in Decoration Week, and he is now second to last level in the pack for 1.0 week. This level is an ass kicker. I'm just going to say it. There are green blocks, there are elevators, lasers, spikes. There's so many threats of death in this level, not to mention really spooky aesthetics with all the red and the coiling snakes. This level is kind of a bully, so I'm very curious to see how the players navigate this. Speaking of navigating, on the helicopter, Rager and Fish getting to the chopper. Love the sync action. So if Fish sits on this footholder and just waits, eventually Top Man will just fly right off the helicopter and kill himself. So it's a really good strat. We see Rager getting rewarded, drinking his E-Tank. Absolutely love to see it. So, ooh, nice save by Brick. Top left of your screen, this is Coils of the Caged God, again, level 11, second last level of the pack, created by Urizen. We have Flash Stopper, and I don't know, what else do we have? We got some weapons. Flash Stopper is really, really strong in this level, as it allows you to stop lasers, stop green blocks, stop footholders. Of course, we have Magnet Missile as well, which is a very good homing DPS weapon. So the players do have weapons to kind of deal with every scenario in this level, but again, really scary stuff, tons of interactions and gimmicks. You can get squished easy, you can sandwich yourself easy, you can touch lasers easy. This level is an ass kicker. Rager moving into level 10, Fish right behind him, no Jinxerinos, is about to wrap up level 9 as well. These guys are doing so good. It's really nice to see. Everyone's playing exceptionally well. We're only 30 minutes in, and these guys are way over the halfway point of being finished. Brickman kind of playing out of his mind. Kumba also playing really good, man. These guys are such a treat to watch. And again, Rager and Fish have been impressing me more and more as I just watch their gameplay. These guys are neck and neck, and I just hope they're enjoying the pack. Oh, a cheeky jump from Brick. That was so scary. Oh, man, shoutouts to Urizen. He is such an ass kicker, but he makes some of the best levels ever. Brickman, top left of your screen, he has the final stretch here. This level's very, very big, very long, and has lots of threats. But yeah, he's cruising. Kumba right behind him. Really, really good stuff. So 1.0 week, I'm not sure when you guys hear 1.0 week if you think, oh, little Timmy click and drag and cut tile spam. We had to have that, but it can't be the main heart of 1.0. So I will say again, the creators did an exceptional job using very limited assets and resources to make some really killer levels. Level design-wise and visually, I cannot make levels as good as these guys, which is why they're making the levels and not me. But again, creators should really be impressed with their work here. Limitation breeds creativity, and it's shown here today. Brickman is, Kumba is, Kumba is about to take the lead on an unfortunate Crashman death. Wow, Kumba is in the lead of Brick Arena. We also have Foddy finishing. I am not surprised at all. Unfortunately, Foddy missed week 1. He did play the level pack after, and he was essentially second place. So he unfortunately didn't get points for week 1, but if he did finish first here today, there's a world in which that's just like 2 weeks worth of points. So very impressive if we have people finishing already. Big GG's to Foddy. We are on the last level, guys. Brickman and Kumba screen. They enter the final level. This is level 12. It is called Toad Tower. The final boss of the pack is Toadman. who, in this community, some people say if you die to Toadman, you're kind of a noob. He doesn't do anything. You can manip him very easily. So, again, in this community, there's an ongoing meme, or in general, even in the classic community, you don't die to Toadman. You should be ashamed and embarrassed if you die to Toadman in any circumstances. He is the final boss of the entire pack here today. This level is made by Chombi, the one and only. His Toadman fight is gonna kill people. I'm just gonna put it bluntly and be as transparent as possible. This level's very straightforward. It's kind of easy. It flows very well. There's not too many dick moves or gimmicks. But the boss is an ass kicker. We even had GIFs and tutorials to show off exactly how this Toadman fight works, so people kind of limit their deaths when they get here. So, really iconic final boss to have in the pack, as again, no one should die to Toadman, but in Marino League, you might die to Toadman. So shoutouts to Chombi for making a very creative fight, which we'll talk about when we get there. Rager takes an unfortunate death. Fish trying to figure out how to get up here. He can use Plusha! That was really scary. He's trying to figure out how to pop these dust blocks. He sees it now. Excellent job from Fish. Kumba makes a jump. There is a shortcut to the left, but he opts for the right, which again, in a blind setting, you really don't know what the speed strats are in a blind scenario. So you just kind of go with the flow, trust your gut. It's better to take a slower route than to stop and think about the faster route. So I really love to see that. Brickman does the same thing. Not to mention, if you go for the quote-unquote speed strat, it's really scary and you might just die. So I love to see these players taking the slow and steady approach. They are neck and neck. Between Kumba and Brickman, we're going to find out who clutches it out here in first place on the stream today. Top right of your screen, final boss of the pack, Toadman on Kumba's screen. Toadman's going to constantly rain flush on you as long as you're not shooting. So the gimmick of this fight is you have to constantly keep shooting your Buster or holding in your P-Freeze and stop him from raining on you. If he rains on you, it does a lot of damage. So Brick and Kumba's screen, you're going to see them spamming their weapons like crazy. So they manipulate Toadman and keep him from raining. There's a quick kill in this boss fight. This is a toilet, guys. Top right of your screen, there's a sink and a toilet. The toilet's to the right. You can get a quick kill by manipulating Toadman to jump into the toilet. But Kumba is going to take this nice and slow and steady. He's going to stack his P-Freeze, and he is going to clutch out level 12. You don't even see the toilet. Chombi is crying somewhere. Kumba, big GG's, finishes with a 35-54. Excellent performance here today from Kumba. 12 levels in 36 minutes. That is 3-minute level average. Really, really impressive. Brickman does take an unfortunate death, but he gets to try again nonetheless. Canada finishes first place here on stream. Pog you, dude. Very, very good stuff. It looks like Brick will finish second place here. Fish is currently ahead of Rager on level 11 versus level 10. These guys will 100% finish in the allotted time, which is 90 minutes. So really good performance again. And yes, we did have our Toadman death. Brickman does get defeated by Toadman. It's just going to happen. Chombi's an ass kicker, Toadman's a meme, and when you put those together, you might die. These guys were neck and neck the entire race. Still an amazing performance from Brick and, of course, from Kumba. And, yeah. Hopefully all of you guys at home are appreciating this race and enjoying the flavor and variety of the gimmicks and aesthetics for 1.0 week. He's going for the quick kill. He sees it. Flush him in the toilet. Is he going to flush him in the toilet? Let's go. Brickman gets the quick kill, flushes that frog down the toilet, and Chombi is at home really happy right now. Maybe watching it from the toilet. Brickman, excellent job. Finishes second place with a 37-25, I believe. Excellent, excellent performance. Now, all the pressure and the spotlight is on Rager and Fish. Again, these guys are cruising level 10 and level 11 respectively. Coils of the Cage God. Pretty tricky stuff here. Again, bottom right of your screen, there's a lot of places to get sandwiched, a lot of traps, a lot of ways to get squished, whether it's vertically or horizontally. But you do have Flash Stopper, which allows you to navigate these rooms a lot cleaner and more efficiently. So I do expect to see Fish using his resources here, such as Magnet Missile and Flash Stopper. And just like that, nice and OSHA! Just like that. That's a clip. Love to see it. Fish on a sandwich, I think is his name. Fish on a stick. Fish on a sandwich. We should probably change the audio. I apologize. Let's get some new audio in here. Get some Rager Dager audio. Bottom left of your screen, he is focusing on Plant Man. The weakness is Plant Barrier. It is a 7-hit fight with Plant Barrier. But it looks like Rager is going to opt to do just the Buster strats, which I do respect. The tried and true Buster just kind of works. Pretty funny death from Fish there, but he got the checkpoint, so it's not really that big of a time loss. I'm hearing from chat that we have 6 sub 40 times. Yeah, there's a lot of monsters in the Merino League. A lot of people have been really hungry for points, whether they're an MS speedrunner or an NRS speedrunner or a classic speedrunner. It's been a while since we had a good-ass Mega Maker League. So these guys are really hungry, trying to get these points, and they are kicking some serious butt. You love to see that. Speaking of kicking butt, Rager might be a little salty. I can't tell. I don't know. I kind of wish I could hear his commentary right now. But Plant Man is really bullying him. I kind of want to see him switch to Plant Barrier. If he has Plant Barrier ammo, it'll make this fight a lot easier. Very scary fight. Maybe the hardest boss of the week outside of Toadman. So, yeah, not really surprised to see a lot of deaths here. Sasha's an ass kicker, Plant Man's an ass kicker, and you have Spikes as floors here in week 2, 1.0 week. Ooh, let's go. Excellent, excellent job. Clapperinos in the chat. Rager clutches it out. Very nice job. Okay, moving on, bottom left of your screen here, 40 minutes in. Rager's moving on to level 11 out of level 12. Again, the same level Fish is on. This is called Coils of the Caged God. This uses footholders, pink elevators, and lasers, and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. To make aesthetically really scary, level design-wise really scary level. Rager's still cooking though. And Fish right behind him, no sandwich this time. About to enter the boss room, which we do have Crash Man. Crash Man will be weak to Magnet Missile, so it is a 7-hit fight. However, you can accidentally manipulate Crash Man to move where you don't want him to move, and there's also footholders shooting the entire time. So Fish is going to do the tried and true strat, just kind of stand still and let Crash Man come to him, and it's working pretty well, no Jinxerinos. Fish, excellent job. Closes out level 11 as he... Oof. Rager takes an unfortunate death there as well. Fish, 41 minutes in, and he's already on the last level. Again, Toad Tower created by Chambi. This level starts with a big staircase, 1-tile staircase. We see Fish checking for the right. Maybe we should have put an orb there. Pretty cheeky. I like to see these guys kind of check their options. Some people start by checking left at the beginning of the level. Some people check pits or off-screen scenarios. Who knows? Maybe sometimes in the Merino League you will get rewarded. Lorenzo with the raid. Big GG, sir, assuming you finished. Welcome in. Guys, these racers are kicking some serious butt. We gave them 90 minutes to finish all of the levels this week. And looks like all of our racers on stream are going to finish in sub-hour. And that is with the reverse curse. So, Lorenzo says better than Decoration Week. Yeah, pack's pretty good, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. I can't wait to go back and look at the other racers who finished VODs. Throughout the week on this stream, we will be going back and watching all of the racers' reviews and feedback and watching their runs. I can't wait to see the likes of, you know, Anki, Lorenzo, Cece, and Fadi, and just basically the top 16 current points runners, seeing their performance here today. Even though it's 1.0 week, it could be pretty scary, but these creators worked really hard on ensuring the levels had a really nice flow. That was very important to me in organizing this, is that all of the levels have a nice, comfy flow. Sure, you're going to have your 1.0 aesthetics and enemy spam, but at the end of the day, there is polish, there is flow, and there is some cleanliness in these footholder tadpole spam levels. So really nice to hear that. Fadi also says he thinks this week was more fun too. Danica saying this week was fun. I have experienced Salt for Mega Marina League for the first time. Guess what? You actually get 110 bonus points for getting salty. So congratulations, Danica. Obviously, we cannot give bonus points here. These guys have to earn every one. But Salt, I'll take it. Anytime you get salty or bitchy, it only means you care. You would only get salty if you cared about how your performance is or how well you're doing. So anytime someone gets salty, I'm complimented by it. It means you care and you're trying to do well. So yeah, get salty. Let that salt flow for sure. Just make sure you don't get it like every week and rage quit the league or something. But yeah, gotta be on your toes here. Mega Man Maker, as everyone knows, can be a really punishing and gimmicky game. There's infinite amount of interactions to learn in this game, and even though 1.0, also Neo Scyther, thank you for the raid. Even though 1.0 is the most primitive and the most limited version of Mega Man Maker, there are still infinite amount of interactions to know and to learn, and we pull out a lot of the stops here today. You have your top spin gimmick levels, we had a sneak kick level, we had some NATO level, some flash stopper level, all 12 bosses are represented, you had footholders. We had almost everything represented in this pack today, so really nice to get some already amazing feedback from the people in the chat. Yeah, big GGs to anyone that finished. Fish is about to finish. He is a few screens away from the final boss. We're only 45 minutes in. These guys are cruising. Crashman. Rager's got to finish Crashman with no more magnet missile. Oh, he had the right idea. The footholder did get him though. Footholders, pretty iconic in 1.0, and especially the green ones that shoot you and they're in a boss room. It's a lot to be mindful of. The layout of the room, plus the footholder alternating checkerboard shoot timings, plus Crashman's AI. This boss is way harder than it looks, but Rager does close it out. Very nice job. Fish is on the final boss. It's Toadman. Guys, quick, is Fish gonna die to Toadman? Quick, yes or no in the chat. Will the fish die to the toad? Yes or no? Does the fish win or does the toad win? Body says no, the fish will not die to the toad. We're gonna see. Urizen says no. Okay. No, he'll die to something else? Okay. Well, he's out of P-Freeze. So he had to reset, which does not count as a death. Did he get more juice? No. So he's going to reset and get more juice, allowing Rager to catch up. It would be crazy if Rager somehow catches up here, but Fish is going to have to do a lot of fumbling, and I don't see him doing that, as he's been playing out of his mind. Final boss here, level 12 for both of these players. The Netherlands. Fish representing. Going to try to close this out. Again, guys, the concept of this fight is manipulating Toadman with all 11 sleeves of your Tomahawk, which I should talk about now. In 1.0, there was a glitch called the Tomahawk glitch, where if you look at Fish's screen, his entire inventory is flooded with Tomahawk. That used to happen on accident. It's something with the coding in the game where Mega Buster is 0-1 value, but Silver Tomahawk is 0-0 value. and sometimes there would be like a memory underflow or overflow glitch that would literally fill up the player's entire empty inventory with tomahawk sleeves. So Chambi, being the master creator he is, kind of wanted to represent the tomahawk glitch here in Marino League. So he gave the player 11 full sleeves of tomahawk, a super overwhelming amount, and 1 sleeve of defreeze. Fish kind of getting rocked here, allowing Rager to catch up, but I do have trust. I do think Fish will finish this before Rager gets there. But yeah, the boss is an ass kicker just for the sake of being an ass kicker. Toadman gets laughed at too much. He just helplessly dies too much, so this is his chance to shine and to rain on people's parades here today. So all hail Toadman. Sometimes you gotta let the easy bosses be hard bosses. Again, really showing you what Mega Maker's capable of. You could take the hardest gimmicks and make an easy level. You can take the easiest gimmicks and make a hard level. It's really up to the creator's discretion and creativity. And of course, Chambi voted for murder. So we're going to see Fish, instead of manually swapping through all 11 sleeves of Tomahawk, which I do respect, he's actually going to go into the pause menu to select his weapons. He sees the toilet. He is not concerned with the quick kill. He is just going to spray Toadman down and be our 3rd finisher here today. Guys, GG's in the chat for Fish on a Stick. Finishes all 12 levels, the biggest Marino League level pack, I think, in sub 50. Excellent, excellent job from Fish here today. Very, very good performance, sir. Very, very good. And man, guys, some of our racers are more experienced than others. Some people play this game more than others. And some people are basically brand new to a speedrunning competitive environment. And Rager, who is on pace to not only sub-hour, but like sub-55 this with no jinxes, has been exceptionally overperforming. So, guys, big heart emojis in the chat for Rager and all of our racers today. Ooh, he didn't get the juice, but he should have P-Freeze. All right, let's see how he does. There were gifts in chat, tutorials to kind of give these guys a heads up. And let's see if Rager paid attention. Right now, Rager has no P-Freeze, but he's holding in the shoot button. Even though you have no ammo and you're not shooting, because Rager is holding in the shoot button, it's going to manipulate Toadman and stop him from jumping. So, Rager did his homework here and is going to get rewarded. No curses, no jinxerinos. Get a smiley face for your troubles. It seems like he's going to first try this. Yo, Anki with the raid. Welcome in. He goes for the quick kill and goes in the toilet with the toad. Chambi, you did it. All right, you did it. You want someone to get flushed? Well, there was a double-decker in the toilet for you, okay? It's just going to happen. He had the right idea. There is an argument to be made that maybe he thought he had to go in the toilet, but, I mean, it's obviously a toilet, right? Like, you're not going to jump in it, but that was pretty funny. Not that I'm laughing at the racer's expense, but that's kind of exactly what I'm doing. So Rager, thank you for jumping in Chambi's toilet. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. He sees what to do now. I can't imagine he's going to do that again. Ooh. We got the double death animation. Love to see it and love to hear it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, don't go anywhere. In a few minutes, once Rager finishes this, all of the racers, you guys get to see a no-damage speedrun showcase by yours truly. Some strats are not going to be as fast as you guys did here today because of the no-damage part of the showcase, but I assure you, there will be some strats that either you didn't see or that you wish you've done. So please enjoy the No Damage Speedrun Showcase, which is going to happen as soon as Rager finishes this, which, again, no curses, no jinxes. I'm pretty sure this is the run. He knows what to do now. He knows there's a toilet. The real question is he going to try to get the quick kill, or is he just going to play it safe? So I kind of want to see what he does. He sees the... Whoa! No, he forgot the flipper. Hit the flipper. Don't Shabusha, no more, no more. He had the right idea, the wrong manip, but man, let me remind you guys, Rager is about to finish this in sub 55, which is a phenomenal time. I genuinely don't care if these guys finish in 5 minutes or 5 hours, as long as they try to beat all the levels each week and just enjoy the creator's work. That is the true reward. So, again, big GG's to Rager for sticking this out. He should be relieved. Once he kills this boss, he'll be finished. Yeah, Crazy Razy is technically 1.1. Hot Doggers as well. So, fun fact. Wait, hold on. He's going for it. He's going for it. Fun fact, guys, the last level, the level you see on Rager's screen, it uses version 1.0.9, which technically is a 1.0 level, but it does introduce P-Freeze and Croakers. So Chambi taking advantage of 1.0.9. Rager, GG's. Guys, GG's or heart emojis or buttons in the chat for Rager, finishing with a 53-53. Excellent job. Very impressive stuff. I wish I had a clapping sound effect. I would clap. Excellent job. Yeah, these guys killed it. Sub-hour on stream, dude. Getting all the raids. Welcome in Alfredo with the raid, too. That means he finished. Love to see it. Guys, thank you very much for all the raids. I hope that you are enjoying the league so far. It is only week 2. I hope you're enjoying the levels, enjoying the races. Please give feedback in the Discord about what you liked or didn't like. Feel free to tell that Marino guy his level was, you know, a big old meme gimmick tech shine shitter level. But yeah, in all seriousness, these creators did good. I hope you enjoyed it. Please just allow me one moment here to get the showcase ready. Go, racers, go grab a drink, go grab a pen and paper. We're about to watch the No Damage Speedrun Showcase of Week 2, which is, of course, 1.0 week in like 3 minutes. So when I say 3 minutes, I mean 4. So give me a minute, guys. No Damage Speedrun Showcase, Week 2, Marina League 1.0 week coming right up. Bam. Guess what? Here at Marino League, we are faster than the scheduled time. Let's go. All right, let's get this showcase ready to go. So just a quick note. We've been working on these league levels since February. This video was recorded months ago, and some tiles and some design might look different than what you've seen today, because we maybe put some non-1.0 stuff in our 1.0 stuff, and we caught it and had to go back and fix it, of course. So when you see non-1.0 tiles, we fixed it, okay? So don't judge me. This is hard stuff. But guys, without further ado, the Mega Marino Showcase No Damage Speedrun of 1.0 week starts right now. And I will talk about some tech and strats when we get there, but just please enjoy this, and let's do a deep dive in these creators' hard work. All right, huge shout outs to Triwave for the overlay. This is super crispy. All right. First level. Let's also just take a note and talk about, we had the original 1.0 menu music and the original 1.0 background for 1.0 week to really give you the OG experience. The first level had to start this way, okay? There was at least one racer that started this pack and was like, oh shit. Imagine 12 levels like this with just Cutman and garbage, dude. I had to start it like that. That is 1.0, guys. So when you hear Little Timmy levels, that's basically what every other 1.0 level looks like. So yeah, had to start 1.0 week with some pure sloppy click and drag. And then the week actually starts. Fun fact about this level, I have a thing for Shine and Springs. I think this is my third league level that uses this, and I don't know why, but it's just fun for me. So hopefully you guys... Oh, Red Teleporter. Hopefully you guys had fun with this level. I thought it was a pretty easy, kind of self-explanatory, just get to the top level for level 1. And fun fact, guys, when I made this level, it had Proto Man, Red Teleporters, and Snake Snipers. And then I found out about a month later, none of those things are in 1.0. So I had to go back and change it, which is why there's little Met heads on my snakes, because we didn't have snakes, okay? Please, don't judge me. I am not a level creator. Who is a level creator is Heavy Elite from Germany. We have Little Timmy Grew Up, which is, of course, level 2. And hey, look, some more non-1.0 tiles, which we did fix. Huge shout-outs to Toxin for all of his extra effort and play testing and just being the man behind the scenes for the league, really helping with cleaning some aesthetics up. So yeah, we caught it, okay? Now's a good time to remind you, if you did see any non-1.0 stuff in the pack, please find it and tell me. I think it's fine, but there is a chance something had an oversight. So I dare you, all of you, to find a non-1.0 gimmick, feature, or asset in the pack. I will put a bounty on it. You get a free gift sub if you find it. So guys, this level, very clean, traditional level, uses Crash Bomber, Top Spin, really good enemy placement. Gotta have your conveyors, your Mega Man 3 platforms. This is very straightforward. It's jumping and shooting like you want. One thing that is good about 1.0 is because there's not so many gimmicks and quirks, there's a lot of levels that are just sliding, jumping, and shooting, optimizing your weapons, and optimizing your movement. Again, this level's no exception. You have Top Spin to jump on Picket Men. You have Crash Bomber to one-hit KO Picket Men and Hammer Joes. So the weapon choice in this level is pretty good. Of course, the tile work is very nice. If you guys are familiar with 1.0 levels, you'll know they don't always look the best. But Heavy Elite, being one of the best creators, was like, hey, hold my beer. I'm going to make a nice 1.0 level. The first non-Stone Man boss is, of course, the one and only Cutman. This fight is way harder than it looks. I don't even want to tell you how long this fight took me to no damage with topspin, which is the true weakness. If you tried this strat, you'll know how hard it is. And whoever killed this boss with Crash Bomber, I salute you, because it was probably faster. You don't have to think or get good RNG. So using Crash Bomber there was probably preferred. And that's basically it. The fight is way harder than it looks, though. Level 3, we have Retro Ridge, created by Darkonius. Again, Crash Bomber is king. 14 damage. It procs 7 times for 2 damage each, so it's basically going to one-shot every single enemy in 1.0, or most of them. This level also has Search Snake, and of course Mega Buster. Search Snake is not notably one of the best weapons in the game, but there are some times where it's just handy because of the ways enemies approach you and the little lob shot that you get with it. So it's not the best weapon, but in sometimes it can be useful. But for this level, we are going to just get Crash Bomber and try to get some lucky juice for our troubles, which are going to allow us to just mutilate all of the enemies in our path. You do have to get some good RNG with those flame shooters. Wait, are those 1.0? Oh my god, I can't believe I just asked that. Guys, those flame shooters are 1.0, right? Before I end the stream right now, are they 1.0? Help, I'm freaking out. Are they? Why am I asking this? I play one more 1.0! Guys, they are 1.0. Good answer. All right. Well, the league was almost just canceled, so thank you. We are apparently skipping this juice, and now we're going to use our Search Snake, which again will kind of show you the way that the lob shots work with these Macacaros. The angle just lines up really nice here. And not the best weapon, but it does come in handy, especially when you run out of your OP Crash Bomber. There's a lot of cycles to be made in this level. There's a lot of RNG with these fire tellies. And that enemy is kind of a dick move. Shoutouts to ledge enemies, being a threat in this game since 2017. We have Bomb Man. Bomb Man is weak to Schmagoosher Shooter, but we are going to use Mega Buster here since we did run out of Crash Bomber. So we will just use our Buster here. It's more important to have a faster level than a faster boss fight, because that's where all of your time is saved, usually, is in the actual level itself. So again, not too much tech, not too much to talk about. He was weak to Snake. See, there you go. Guys, I told you I haven't played this level in like 4 months, okay? Get off me. Next level is Dr. Rockyfella, created by Little Timmy. We reached out to Little Timmy. I gave him an infinite amount of money, and I told him, listen, buddy, if you make a level for my league, I will praise you. And he's like, sure, I'll make a level. So this level is made by the real Little Timmy. We have C-Kick here. I want you guys to pay attention to the movement with C-Kick here. I worked my ass off on routing this level with C-Kick, and when you have C-Kick in a speedrun, you should never have excess energy. You should finish every level with C-Kick with no C-Kick ammo. If you end a level with C-Kick ammo, chances are you could have been faster. So just pay attention to my ammo count here. Once you see the C-Kick, you're going to see some pretty dirty strats. I really can't wait to see the grinders. Shoutouts to Anki and Fadi or anyone that wants to grind these levels. I can't wait to see the grinders get their hands on this level. There is so much, not tech, but movement optimizations that really make or break this. So, C-Kick, using it wisely while getting lucky juice, it's the entire level. This level's very, very fast if you just kind of get lucky juice and route it properly. And man, this level was a blast to play. I hope the creators loved it. We got to get C-Kick in 1.0 because it's just one of the best weapons in the game. So having it in a race setting, really, really nice. And yeah, the level's already over. So Napalm Man. We finished with 2 extra Crash C-Kicks. And that kind of negates everything I just said. But guess what? We got lucky juice. And we grabbed the juice on the way. As long as you're keeping your C-Kick full, it's just ideal. So really good showcase from Little Timmy using C-Kick in this level. Now, Pharaoh Forest, which has 2 typos in it. Shoutouts to typos. this level was made by Toxin. So 1.0, when you think of 1.0, you probably just picture cut tile spam and blue backgrounds. Toxin went above and beyond with text editing to make this level look really, really nice. So levels plays well. You have Flash Stopper, you have Windstorm, you have NATO. So you have all of your movement options, and you have some just good aesthetics. Taking the Top Man weed bushes and putting them against your Napalm Man background. It just looks really nice. So again, shout out to Toxin and all the creators for making these levels look exceptionally well. And of course, you have to have your footholder spam screen, your enemy spam screen, your Joe spam. So we were not afraid to have a little bit of spam in the league, but again, you have all the weapons to answer this. You can use NATO to fly through enemies. You could use Flash Stopper to stop everything. So even though we are blatantly polluting the screen with a bunch of garbage, you have all of the answers you need to deal with it all very cleanly and efficiently. Again, Windstorm, Flash Stopper, and NATO, you kind of make this level your bitch. You do whatever you want as you want. And again, the speedrun grinders, when they get their hands on this level, the optimizations are going to be nuts. So fun fact, while I was watching Toxin playtest this level, Pharaoh Man got stuck underneath a bomb and got one shot. I don't know how that happened. If you look at the footholder and the bomb, there's not really a big place for Pharaoh Man to stay. But apparently you can get a one-hit KO by him getting sandwiched from the footholder and the bomb. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but someone's got to try to get that in a speed run. You can also, he was weak to NATO, and you can stack Windstorm as well. Lightning Labyrinth, Sky Pilot's mastery. Sky Pilot absolutely loves Nan jumps. So this level has 4 Nan jumps, and of course we nailed all 4 of them after grinding and failing. Because it's Sky, we gotta keep Sky happy. So this level we nail 4 out of 4 Nan jumps. They're a little bit of like cheeky shortcuts, if you will, to just keep the flow going. I did see some Nan jumps get done on stream as well. So shout outs to any racers who did go for and successfully nail a Nan jump. Get a screen wipe on this Ben K, who is the first and probably the biggest obstacle of the level. And I will say, without any favoritism or bias, this level had a better flow to it than like 90% of Mega Man Maker's levels. Sky did an exceptional job focusing on level design and enemy placement and object placement to give this level the flow of fine wine. So again, huge shout outs to Sky Daddy for making a visually stunning level, a very calculated gimmick and enemy placement level where as long as you're using your resources and you're one step ahead of everything, you just cruise through this level while taking stuff out in your path. So this level was an ass kicker to grind, but man, once optimized and once you play, you feel like a dove in the wind. So again, amazing stuff. Hope you guys really enjoyed this level. Sky worked hard on it. Of course, all of our creators are working hard and have been since February to give you guys a nice, gimmicky, because it's Mega Man Maker, but overwhelmingly positively quality-esque level pack and experience. So again, I should reiterate, it is 1.0 week. When this game came out, there were only 12 bosses in Mega Man Maker. So the reason we have 12 levels here today is because each boss is represented exactly one time. So the creators got to pick, hey, I want Spark Man, or I want Cut Man, or I want Metal Man. And then we kind of delegated to make sure there was no dupes. So all 12 Robot Masters do get showcased here today to fulfill that 1.0 experience. Laser Complex. This level was originally created by Dorico. Huge shoutouts to Dorico, and then it got reworked by Toxin. Toxin made more levels than anyone and also has been cleaning up more levels than anyone. So for sake of argument, almost every level in the league is somewhat Toxin's. So again, shoutouts to Toxin for all of his hard work and his time and dedication. He is my #1 helper, and I couldn't do this without you, sir. And of course, I couldn't do this without all of our creators or the racers. This is a community effort. I'm just trying to stress how much weight Toxin is pulling this league. So thank you for that, sir. This level uses Magnet Missile, which you have infinite Magnet Missile, which makes you feel really good. weapons like Dive Missile or Gemini Laser, any really OP weapons that you have as your main infinite weapon, you just feel unstoppable. So you use this weapon, you kind of mash it and spam it to clear all the stuff out in your way. Get a little bit of manip on the ball enemy there. There are some puzzly, gimmicky sections to this level, but again, masterfully well done. Taking advantage of the Cossack blocks, the enemy manips, and the orange lasers. Gotta have your soft sky color as well. For 1.0, this level looks good and plays even better. So, really nice job to the creators for this. Of course, there are some sprinkled mets that are a little bit trolly. If you see a met and you shoot it, there's a chance you pop the dust block under it and not kill the met, which will then drop on you or shoot you. So, could be a little bit deceiving. Guys, press 1 in chat if you got the quick kill in this boss fight. There is a quick kill in this fight. You shoot the enemies, and then you walk right or left, and you manip the boss into a pit. You probably didn't need to do that, as we saw basically everyone on the restream. This is a 7-hit fight. It saves time, but not enough to really complain about. You just walk back and forth through the Metal Man dance, and 7 hits, nice and easy. Man, this level is Little Timmy Incarnate, aka I'm Trapped in version 1 again, created by Scouter Egg. His name's Scouter Egg, and he used tadpole eggs. I haven't counted them, but there's probably over 100, maybe 200 tadpole eggs in this level. This recording got me saltier than any level I've ever recorded in the history of me organizing speedrun leagues. So, F this level with as much respect as I can say. Man, this is such a Little Timmy level. There's enemy spam everywhere. You have to, keep them on screen when you shoot. There's really hard and precise jumps. Also, guys, there's a chance this recording you're watching now is giga nerfed compared to the version that you guys played today. This level did used to be way harder. It had way more iterations, way more tadpoles, and we had to nerf it because, yes, we want to have enemy spam, but the whole level can't be walls, floors, and ceilings tadpoles. But at the end of the day, all nerfs and buffs and changes, I am very happy with this level. It's very important that it embodies 1.0, but it is also playable and not too chaotic or stupid. This level, in terms of speedrunning, is the hardest level of the entire week to get a fast and consistent time. So anyone that is planning on grinding this level, good luck. It is a nightmare. You will never have the same level twice. It is impossible to get this level consistently unless you really, really, really grind it and optimize all of your shoots, shooting. This level might not look it, but in terms of speedrunning and optimizing, this is easily the hardest level of the entire pack. And of course, we have Nightman, who is without a doubt the hardest 1.0 boss. But here in Marino League, we keep it nice and easy. 7 hits with Quick Boomerang, and he is done and dusted. The next level is level 9. This level's called Get to the Toppa, created by Triwave, again with some help from Toxin. You start in a helicopter, and you fly and fall all the way down, and then you have to use topspin to get all the way back up the elevator. Or the helicopter. So, did anyone in chat press a button or die here at the beginning of the level? Did any of our racers die during this fall? I'm curious. Sometimes you press a button, or you panic, or you try to do something and you just get wrecked. Alfredo says yes. It's gonna happen. But yeah, you start off in a helicopter, you fall straight down, you just kind of trust and let all the animations play out, and then you're safe. And now you use this to get to the top. Shout out to anyone that went for the shortcut and died. It is really tricky. Saves a little bit of time, and I did see a few racers go for it and get punished, but I will confirm that is either A, not worth going for, or B, really, really scary. So in a blind setting, those of you who went for it, you are very brave, and I hope you got rewarded if you did first try it. This level does have a few different sprinkles of multipaths. My girlfriend actually beat this level pack, or most of it, earlier today. She did very good, and I was worried about this level, and she said she really liked it because of the multiple routes. which I really didn't consider going into this, so it's nice to see everyone of different skill levels play the pack. So shout outs to anyone that took the comfy optional routes. Speaking of comfy optional routes, there is a quick kill in this fight. If you just stand on this footholder and put your controller down, as long as you don't get sniped, you can manipulate Top Man to fly right off the helicopter. And yeah, way easier than actually trying to fight him. We saw Brickman and Kumba and the others on the stream fighting this boss, and it's really, really challenging. So spinning on bosses is one thing, but spinning on Top Man and likes of Cutman and stuff are way harder. So big GG's either way. This level, Floral Hydro Plant, created by Chips and Sasha. This level does have text editing because we want the levels to look nicer than Little Timmy's simulator. But I will say I can see why some people maybe got tripped up with some of the tiles. If you're not familiar, or even if you are familiar with some of these solids, you might get tripped up by the visuals in this level. I still don't think I would change anything because this level looks really exceptional, but I did see some comments in chat about people like not understanding what they were seeing in this level, and I totally get it. This level obviously has insane skips, insane speed strats. Optimizing it is not easy, and anyone that plays this, also there's a secret here. Hi, buddy. Using Windstorm when you can, using Sea-Kick when you can, using NATO when you can. A lot of these movement-based weapons really are just OP in Mega Man Maker. In a blind race setting, you might not use them as much because let's say you go for some crazy ballsy jump, there's a chance that you just get punished and it wasn't worth it to go for. But on our restream, and I'm assuming some of our other racers did do some really brave skips and strats with this level, and I hope you guys felt like you got rewarded because again, Sasha did a very good job with pseudo skips and enemy placement and just letting the player kind of reward themselves for their bravery. So anyone that did the big ballsy strats, good for you, but for those of you that didn't, I don't blame you because this level is very scary. And it's an ass kicker, which is why it's level 10. Plant Barrier is very good for negating damage. It also gets some health when it reflects projectiles. Windstorm is one of the best movement weapons in 1.0, so you do have your utilities and your resources to navigate this level appropriately. And we have the ass kicker. Plantman has kicked more ass in the last 2 weeks than I've ever seen. This boss is way harder than it looks. It is only a 7-hit Plantman kill. But there's flippers, half the floor are spikes, you only have 2 tiles in the middle. Plantman takes up a lot of screen real estate, so do not feel bad if you died in that level. It is an ass kicker. Speaking of ass kicker, we have level 11, Coils of the Caged God, created by God Urizen. Urizen was only supposed to make like 1 or 2 levels for the league, but wound up making question mark amounts. So huge shout outs to Urizen for all of his work and efforts. He's an exceptional level creator. He probably got the most praise for week 1 level. I'm not sure if you're going to get the same amount of praise in this level, but this level's an ass kicker, guys. It has pink elevators, it has spikes everywhere, it has green blocks, it has enemies, it has lasers, it has all of these objects and gimmicks that makes 1.0 so cute and fluffy. But really scary stuff. You have the angry red brick background. You have, I don't want to say enemy spam, but very meticulously placed enemies that are just kind of in your way all the time. You do have Flash Stopper, which will allow you to negate some of the gimmicks and shenanigans of this level and navigate it a little less stressful. But if you want to go fast, you got to put on your big boy boots, use all your juice, and get more lucky juice. Level's very straightforward, but it's maybe the most gimmicky level, which is why it's level 11. I could see an argument of people thinking that level 10 is harder than level 11. It really depends if you're being greedy or brave going for speed strats, or if you're playing it a little more slowly and casually with Flash Stopper. You can do like a little mix and match, which is what I try to do here. There is only so much time I was willing to grind on these levels. I'm pretty happy with the showcase. Hopefully you guys appreciate some of the strats that you see here today. But I can assure you, these runs are not perfect, and there's plenty of stuff to learn. So shout outs to the grinders that will grind these levels and get these times down as low as they can. I saw that Alfredo was grinding Decoration Week 1 levels, and currently has the world record on WebMecha for at least a level or two. So people are already grinding these levels. So I challenge you guys to beat each other's times, be as greedy and efficient and lucky as you can, and try to get rank 1 times in all the Marino levels for maximum bragging rights. This level's an ass kicker. This boss is an ass kicker. You have footholders that are moving back and forth at different timings. They're constantly shooting you. There's like a random 1 tile in the middle of the floor, and Crashman and Manips with everything you do, so way harder than it looks. The final level, level 12, made by Chambi, who does a pseudo tomahawk glitch. So I mentioned it earlier, guys. In 1.0, there was a glitch in Mega Man Maker where on accident, sometimes the game would have memory or value problems, and your inventory would get over flooded or underflowed with infinite tomahawk sleeves. We obviously can't recreate that glitch today, sad face, but Chambi, being the creative master he is, was like, you know what? It's 1.0 week. I want the tomahawk glitch. So he gave people an unnecessary 11 sleeves of tomahawk and 1 sleeve of P-Freeze. I noticed that Fish on stream, and I'm sure a few others, instead of quick swapping, looking for your P-Freeze, you probably just press start to go to the menu, so you don't have to dig through all 11 sleeves of it. So Chambi being a little cheeky there, but I absolutely loved it. It might have been more of a hindrance than a help, but we got to stay true to 1.0. Final level. This level is pretty straightforward. The level itself isn't really that challenging. There's a couple precise jumps. There's some spikes that you can get wrecked on. But the reason this is the final level is because of Toadman. Not only did we want Toadman to be the final ass kicker of the pack, but I genuinely think this is the hardest boss on average, whether you are experienced or you're brand new to the game. If you're brand new to this game, if you do get to level 12, you're going to die to Toadman before you realize what's actually happening. We'll talk about it when we get there. Coming up, there's like a 50-50 jump you can make. Once you fall down here, you can like go left. So really small optimizations. Chambi loves his tiny optimizations. He's a very good level creator and gives people, the greedy people who recognize the scenario they're in and the level design and layout, just a little bit of a bonus as to rewarding people who are brave and can see the design. So here we are at the final boss. The gimmick here is Toadman. He will rain on you as long as you're not shooting or holding in your weapons. It only works with P-Freeze. If you're out of P-Freeze, as we saw Rager do on stream, you can hold in your empty weapon, and it's still going to cause Toadman to jump. So the idea is you keep Toadman jumping so he's not raining on you, and then you ultimately flush his ass in the toilet, which is a quick kill. But we did see some other players use P-Freeze, and if you stack your P-Freeze, it works a lot better. Also, we got rid of that ladder. For creative decisions, we didn't want... in playtesting, people were grabbing that ladder and kind of getting wrecked. So we just got rid of it. But that was the whole showcase in like 20 minutes or something. So hopefully you guys enjoyed and appreciated that. I work way too hard on these recordings. So if you guys gained anything of it, or at the very least appreciated it or enjoyed it, then that is worth it to me. But I work way too hard on those recordings, honestly, and I probably don't need to. It's the hardest part of organizing the league, whether it's NRS or any league. Having a showcase of all of our work and efforts is not easy. So the creators make really clean levels, and I try to give them not a disservice. I try to make their clean levels look even cleaner just for a good showcase. So hopefully you guys appreciated and enjoyed that. If you are planning on grinding these guys, just good luck. Genuinely good luck. Some levels are easier than others. Some you need lucky juice and crazy calculations. So that's that. Guys, it is time for the world premiere of Week 3's theme. Week 1 was Decoration Week. Week 2 is 1.0 week. Guys, what do you think Week 3 here at the Mega Marino League will be? Before I show you this trailer or the teaser, I ask you guys to please guess, what will next week's theme be? We have Typo Week, Stoneman Week, Kaizo Week, 3D Week, Goats Week, another Kaizo Week. Guys, please don't scare people, okay? I know you're all God gamers, but we want to appeal to some new players, okay? So relax over there. NES Week, Plushie Week. Well, Glugentrugel Week? I don't know. I guess we will have to see in 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait. Shit. God damn it. I think you're gonna... All right, no spoilers. Here we go, guys. Week 3, world premiere, Mega Marino leak. God damn it. All right, here we go. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. The fact that you can read this is ridiculous. What's the point of a teaser if you spoil the teaser with a spoiler teaser? All right, we're going to watch this again just so I can kind of explain it. Guys, it is the Mega Marino League. We're going to have 1.0 week. We're going to have Stoneman week. We're going to have insert your daily Marino lore week, okay? It's going to happen. I'm sorry, get over it. Stoneman's the best boss in the game, the best boss in the franchise, and you bet your ass he is going to have an entire week around him. I don't think I need to say this, but I will. This is my favorite week of the entire league, I think. It is in contention with maybe week 6 or week 7. No spoilers or something, but I don't know. Besides my natural Stoneman bias, I cannot wait for you guys to see the quality and polish and creativity that these creators did for Stoneman Week. It is masterful. The entire week is a masterpiece. There's no way you guys won't play these levels and have the most respect for creators you've ever seen, okay? I am setting the bar so high. I'm setting the expectations so high because these creators knocked it out of the park. If you guys remember Waveman Week, it's way better than Stoneman Week, okay? I will give you a little sneak peek spoilerino. I do want to give a shout out to Lazoff Riley. Guys, every single Stoneman level has a different custom Stoneman song. So consider it a spoiler. Guys, so much work went into this. You have no idea what's coming. So please get ready for Stoneman Week next week. There's a typo? You... Are you serious? Are you serious? I swear to God. Is there a typo? Are you memeing? Notice I will stop this entire process right now. Guys, hold on. God damn it. I swear to God. Breaking news. Finally, Mega Man has returned and has led the fight against Dr. Wily. Wasting no time, Mega Man has stopped Dr. Wily's evil plans! Exclamation mark. Guys, I swear to God. Dr. Wily has fled to somewhere in the mountains. Who knows what he plans to do next? Dr. Light, this should be where Wily is. Be careful, Mega Man. Wily, looks like the party pooper has arrived. Mega Man, give it up, Wily. None of your plans ever work. It's time to stop. Really, Mega Man? Well, I assure you this one is rock solid. How many Stone Men does it take to defeat a Mega Man? 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. I wonder how many I can make. Ha ha ha. How is this even possible? Dr. Light, Mega Man, you need to get out of there right now! Exclamation mark. Get back to the lab. We'll figure out what to do there. You are so lucky. I would hate to fire Sky Pilot because he is an exceptional helper in this league, but Sky, no more typos, okay? I got baited in week 3. We had a typo in week 2. It was a good meme, but let's be professional here, okay? This is a professional-ass, organizational-ass organization. There are no typos. Does this work? It does not. Okay. Well, I'm trying to full screen my camera and give you guys some fresh Huggerinos. With a little bit of spoilers, I do just want to remind you guys that I commissioned an exclusive music creator for next week. So we have custom mods, custom music, Stoneman Week with multiple. Every single song has been commissioned to be completely different from the last. So you're not going to hear Stoneman's song over and over and over and over. You're going to hear whatever you hear next week. I probably already said too much, but I will just say one last time. This is easily the maybe most creative. I'm biased, of course, but outside of the bias, the quality, the polish, the creativity is unmatched. So please look forward to next week. I can talk about it more right before the race next week as to what makes this pack so good. I don't want to say any more than that, but there is an exceptional amount of thought and effort and organization behind this pack. And it's going to be really hard to beat in terms of quality and creativity. That's just for me. Obviously, the rest of the league is amazing. All the weeks are great. But there's something specific about next week that basically no other pack does, ? And it will make more sense when you get it. So, guys, that is going to wrap up Mega Marino League Week 2 1.0 week. Can we get some heart emojis in the chat for the racers, the creators, and my cat? Yeah, lots of fun as always. Worth all of the work, worth all of the effort and months of organizing, playtesting, creating, nerfing, buffing, dying, all that stuff. So I look forward to everyone's feedback in the chat. If you want to download this pack and you haven't played it, it is available. If you go to my Twitch page and go to the About Me, there's a Mega Marino icon. You click that and you can download the packs. They, of course, are for free. They are on the Web Mecca. They'll be on megamarino.com. They're going to be in my Discord. So if you guys want to play these levels in the comfort of your own home with no threat of a timer and you just want to enjoy them, you can do that. So that's it. Thank you guys again so much for being here. It means a lot to me. Go enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please look forward to Spoiler Week or Stoneman Week next week here on Mega Marino League Week 3. It's going to be rock solid. Yeah, thank you guys. Take care, and I will see you when I see you.
0 Celsius. Ayo, this big homie Goose, I just returned to the booth. One question, when will Maroney grow up? Bitch, what the fuck you saying, ho? Mega Marino the GOAT, you were not part of the show, otherwise you would have known. Mega Marino is soaked, Mega Marino got stones. Go! Ayo, this big homie Goose, I just returned to the booth. One question, when will Maroney grow up? Bitch, what the fuck you saying, ho? Mega Marino the GOAT, you were not part of the show, otherwise you would have known. Mega Marino is soaked, Mega Marino got stones. Go! Shout out Big Butcher and shout out Big Nico, all of them under the lead of Marino. He might just take her out to Puerto Rico. All of these streamers, they checking his stilo. Marino is flyer than Russ Cat. Let him unleash his sub tank. To yo girl, he's plugged, man. The couch is too old, they sit on the rug then. Never mind, they sit on the balcony playing Mega Man 5 on the ecstasy. Astro Man, OST melody. Shout out to my homie Macapiece. When will he grow up? Damn, he beat your level in 4 attempts. If Marino was in Mega Man 12, they would label him the Lotion Man. Ayo, this big homie Goose, I just returned to the booth. One question, when will Maroney grow up? Bitch, what the fuck you saying, ho? Mega Marino the GOAT, you were not part of the show, otherwise you would have known. Mega Marino is soaked, Mega Marino got stones. Go! Ayo, this big homie Goose, I just returned to the booth. One question, when will Maroney grow up? Bitch, what the fuck you saying, ho? Mega Marino the GOAT, you were not part of the show, otherwise you would have known. Mega Marino is soaked, Mega Marino got stones. Go! We were just waiting on 1.7. Shout out to Chumby, he shut up wrecking. I heard that there's a new contest happening and I just put my bet all on Kevin. Shout out to homegirl VRC, don't let haters be unleashed, let Mega Man 5 lovers be on me. Mega Marino will cheese on ye. Shout out to QC, shout out to Wax, shout out to Neeson, shout out to Mac, shout out Yagami and shout out Brickman, shout out to Rico cause they are sick, man. Shout out objectional streams, fucks out objectional beams. Shout out to Duffy and so did their lunatics. This one was for the community. Yeah, ayo, this big homie Goose, I just returned to the booth. One question, when will Maroney grow up? Bitch, what the fuck you saying, ho? Mega Marino the GOAT, you were not part of the show, otherwise you would have known. Mega Marino was soaked, Mega Marino got stones. Ayo, this big homie Goose, I just returned to the booth. One question, when will Maroney grow up? Bitch, what the fuck you saying, ho? Mega Marino the GOAT, you were not part of the show, otherwise you would have known. Mega Marino was soaked, Mega Marino got stones. Go!